sign up for the weight loss camp, go to my website at snapbackbodyraw.com. There's a link below. This is a 5-month program. We are rapidly losing weight and healing our bodies. What's included in the program, we will have videos every day where I talk about raw foods, where I prepare a raw food, and every day I will also give you more information on what raw food is. I know you have questions. Every week we will have a live class where I will prepare a delicious meal. I will give you more information about the benefits of raw food, the weight loss, the healing that it does for our bodies, and most importantly, I will answer your questions. I know that you have questions. I will answer your questions in the weekly class. Also, you will have access to our Facebook group where you will get support from other team members. You can cheer each other on. This is a group effort. We are doing this together. I'm excited. I'm here. Join me in this Snap Back Body Raw Weight Loss Camp. Let's get started. So it is day 8. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I just feel like my energy is building and building and building and building. I don't know what's going to happen with this. We'll just have to see. I might be able to power my house with my energy one day. We'll see how that goes. But today I just want to review my day, how I feel. I feel excellent. I feel amazing. I didn't have my morning walk, and I will tell you why. Last night I was up working until almost 4 in the morning, and I needed to get up at 6. So by working, I was doing videos, I was editing, etc., and there was just a lot that needed to be done. So I was up until 4, and so what I decided before I went to bed that I wasn't going to walk in the morning, that I would walk in the evening. So better late than never. It's still walking during the day, so I'm excited about that. So I woke up, it was about 6:45 in the morning when I got up, and I had, at about 8 a.m., I had a banana smoothie, and I had maca, banana, a scoop of the raw protein powder, and a scoop of the lucuma. So I had that. I like to blend it for about a minute because it makes this thick creaminess like a shake. It's so good. And then I add a little nutmeg and a little cinnamon to it. So I had that at about 8 a.m. Maybe about 10 or so in the morning, I had an apple, an organic delicious apple. And at about 1, I had a really large salad. Remember the salad that we made the other day? I had the last of it. So it was really, I mean, probably about twice the size of a normal large salad. And so I ate that at about 1, but really I kind of munched on that for a few hours because it was so big. And so, but I did have nutritional yeast on it. I had an avocado on it. So it just made it so filling. I had some raw olives on it. So it was just delicious and filling. And there were a lot of treats in there that I loved. So that's what I had. I didn't have nuts on this one, but I didn't need them. I didn't miss them. I didn't even think about adding them. So that's what I had at 5 o'clock, right when I got off of work. I had some cashews, and right now it's about 6 p.m. And so, and I'll do my walk tonight probably at about 7:30 or so. I'll do it a little bit later. I'm just kind of waiting for the sun to go down. It's a little warm, but that is my day as far as eating and as far as exercise as well. What are we making today? So today we are going to juice. We haven't done a juice yet, so we are going to juice. And there are 2 major reasons that I'm juicing. Juicing is really good for your body, regardless of what it is that you're juicing, as long as it's fresh. I like to juice organic, but it's so good for your body. The main reason I decided to juice today is because I want pizza. I was like, I want to have pizza. And there are raw pizza crusts that are made. You can find them in your local health food stores. I haven't yet acquired a taste for those. I will have them sometimes when I go to raw restaurants. Sometimes they use those and I'll eat them there. However, what I make a raw cracker that can be used like kind of as a thin pizza crust, but it is delicious. So to make the raw cracker, I'll use some nuts, some cashews, a little bit of onion, some fresh garlic, but I'll also put some vegetables in it. So I'll have some carrots and probably a little bit of celery, but that is the pulp from juicing. So when you juice, the juicer is pressing the the fruits and vegetables. So it's leaving the fiber of the vegetable. So what do you do with that fiber? You make raw crackers. And they are delicious. Maybe later on in the week, if not this week, we'll do it next week. We'll make a hummus, and then you can have raw crackers around, do the hummus. It is delicious. So that is one of the main reasons that I'm juicing today, is so that we can have pizza. So, and the pizza I'm going to make, my toppings will be mushroom, jalapeno, basil, and garlic. So when we make pizza, decide what you want your toppings to be. That's what I like. Decide what you like, and that should be your topping. But we are going to make pizza tomorrow. The crust for the pizza, the crackers that we're making, those need to dehydrate from 8 to 12 hours. So those will dehydrate all night, and which is why we're having the pizza tomorrow. If I could speed that process up, we would have the pizza today. But so I'm going to juice, and then we'll make pizza tomorrow. We'll have delicious juice today. I'm actually going to refrigerate the juice and keep it in my refrigerator for a couple of days. So I'll drink it today, tomorrow night, and even the next day night, so that I'll have that. And juicing just gives me immediate energy. Like, it's like I can feel it flowing through my body. So when you juice, notice how your body feels after you drink it and while you're drinking it. Just kind of pay attention. A good time to drink your juice is any time. But if you drink it in the morning when you're still raw, for those of you that are just doing the one raw meal a day, if you drink it in the mornings, just notice how your body feels as you put the juice inside. I just noticed some interesting sensations, like going through my arms. It's amazing, just energy. This raw food, my body loves it. So we will juice. It's day 8. We're doing this. Oh, another thing for day 8, weigh-in day. I haven't weighed yet, but I will, and I'll let you know. Hi everyone, it's me, Simone. Welcome to Snap Back Body Raw Weight Loss Challenge, and today we are juicing. I have a couple of juicers here, so I'm going to talk about the differences in the two. And I also have some fruits, some vegetables that I'm going to juice. And remember, I am juicing, part of the reason is to make the pizza crust. Tomorrow I'm going to make pizza, so I'm making a thin crust. So these vegetables I will use for the pizza crust. So I will juice these first, and then I'll take the pulp and separate it, and then I'll add in my sweetness. I'll add in the apples and the lemon. I don't want apples and lemon in pizza crust because that's going to take over the flavor, whereas the carrots, the parsley, the celery mixed in with some raw nuts and then some fresh garlic, fresh onions, a few other spices, you're going to get a pizza crust taste, and that is what we're going for. So these are the juicers. This is the first juicer that I used. This juicer is a lot less expensive. You can probably get these for about $60 US, and it uses a centrifugal force. So it's a circular motion. You put the fruits or vegetables in the top. It has a fairly wide mouth, and you just slice them up, put them in the top, and then this apparatus is what you push the fruits and vegetables down with. The advantage of this is you can put larger pieces in here, so you don't have to cut up your fruits and vegetables as finely, which saves time. Another advantage, of course, is the price. It's much lower in price. So that is this juicer. So again, this is the first juicer that I had, and I used this one for years. I still keep it around as a backup just in case I need it one day. But that is the centrifugal force juicer, and these are a lot less expensive. This is the juicer that I use now, and this juicer uses a masticating force. This juicer was a few $100s, and the masticating force, some of the advantages is it's a chewing motion that it does, versus this is a really quick spin, and it can, some people say that it might even heat the food a little bit, but this is more of a chewing motion, and it gets the juice out. This juicer, you'll actually get more volume of juice from the same amount of fruits and vegetables than you will in this one. But again, when I was using this one, I didn't notice. I had never had one of these, so it didn't matter. But this is the one that I use now. I like this one because it's quieter, and so I'll use this in the mornings. It's a lot quieter. The mouth is much smaller, So with this one, the pieces that I do put inside, they have to be a lot smaller, so I do spend more time cutting them up. Versus in this one, I could put in almost half of an apple. This one, I have to cut the apple up into smaller slices. So that's the difference. This is the juicer I'll use today, and both of them have a spout. So with this juicer, this cup catches the juice that we drink. This cup catches the pulp. And remember, the pulp we will use for our thin crust for our pizza. So that will catch the pulp. And then with this juicer, the juice comes out of this spout and it just goes into the container. So it just comes out of the spout. There's a large basket in the back of this juicer that catches the pulp. And so with this juicer, when you're finished juicing, you have a large basket full of pulp. Okay, so again, we are going to start juicing for our pizza crust. So I will do carrots, celery, and parsley. Turn this on. Put the carrot in. You can see the juice and the pulp. Let's do celery. Let's do a little bit of parsley. I like to do leaves throughout because it helps to clean out the juicer as you go along. So I don't save the leaves until the end. I'll do them throughout. You want to mix, especially with this one, you want to mix as you're juicing, use a mixture of fruits and vegetables. And I'm not putting much force on this. I'm just ensuring that the vegetables and fruit that they continue a downward motion until they get into this masticating nozzle that turns and basically chews the fruits and vegetables. Our machines are chewing now. And do one more. Okay, and I'm of course going to finish juicing all of these, but I just want to show you what we have. So we have a bowl of delicious pulp. And so this I will use in the crackers. You can see the carrots, you can see a little of the parsley. I won't put a lot of the parsley in there because I don't want the flavor to take over, but I'll put some in there. And I see the celery. I might use some of the celery. I'm not sure. I don't think I've used celery in the crackers before, so I'm not sure if that texture, how it will be. But I guess if I dehydrate it long enough, it will just become crunchy. But again, tomorrow I will add nuts to this, the raw nuts that have been soaked overnight. And I will add fresh garlic, fresh onions, probably a little bit of basil, and I will blend this, and I'll add a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of Himalayan salt, and then I will put this in the dehydrator. I'll flatten it out. Remember the plastic pieces that we have in the dehydrator? I will flatten it on that because I want it to come out as a crisp cracker. And then once it comes out, it will be a solid sheet. And then we can either use the entire sheet or we can cut it in fours. But this is the pulp and this is the juice. So I have a little bit of juice in there, and I'm going to continue juicing the fruits and vegetables, and I'll drink probably half of this tonight, and I'll drink some tomorrow as well. And so that is our juicing.